Hello everyone. Before we begin this walkthrough, please feel free to pause the audio at any point to examine the charts and figures on your screen. This report is not just a collection of numbers, it is a systematic analysis of personal finance management. Over the next 8 slides, we will explore how we transition from raw data entry to high-level financial strategy. As we analyze the report, we'll look at the technical architecture and the logic used to transform daily spending into actionable intelligence. Let's begin. We start with the why. In data analysis, the objective defines the methodology. This tracker was engineered to provide a clear, structured view of spending habits, moving away from the chaos of unmonitored cash flow toward a system of empowerment. By establishing this visibility, an individual can identify invisible overspending patterns and reduce unnecessary costs. The ultimate goal here is to support better financial planning and ensure that saving decisions are based on empirical evidence rather than intuition. Now let's look at the data architecture. For any analysis to be reliable, the data must be organized into a clean taxonomy. We have categorized all monthly spending into 7 distinct areas: rent and housing, food, transportation, entertainment, utilities, healthcare, and miscellaneous. The tracker records total monthly income as the primary data point, comparing it against expenditures to provide an instant snapshot of net savings or deficit. By capturing this on a month-by-month basis, we can begin to identify seasonal trends and cyclical spending behaviors. Moving into the technical engine room of the report, we look at the Excel solution. A professional data tool requires a logical workflow, which is why this workbook is split into 3 layers. First, the expense log for granular daily entries. Second, the summary sheet for monthly totals. And third, the dashboard for visual reporting. We utilize specific core formulas to maintain accuracy. The sum function aggregates totals, while the SUMIF function is used to pull category-specific subtotals automatically. This ensures the data remains live and eliminates the need for manual calculations. The efficiency of this tool lies in its 3 core features: real-time totals, expense categorization, and a clear financial overview. By integrating these features, we remove the friction of data management. The system is designed to be detailed enough for meaningful analysis, yet simple enough to maintain consistently. This balance is crucial in data science. If a system is too burdensome, the user will stop feeding it data, leading to a data desert where no insights can be found. Here, we see where data becomes information. The spending distribution pie chart illustrates a hypothetical example of how a budget is allocated. In most personal finance models, housing represents the largest share. The critical value of this visualization is its dynamic nature. As new data is entered into the Excel log, this chart shifts in real time. This allows a user to perform variance analysis mid-month, seeing exactly how much of their pie is being consumed by discretionary spending before they reach a deficit. This is the most vital phase, the transition from what happened to what should we do. We have identified housing as a fixed cost, but even here, reviewing associated costs like insurance can uncover hidden savings. We flag food and entertainment as variable spend alerts because they are the most controllable. Our data suggests that by trimming just 10 to 15% from these discretionary categories, a user can redirect those funds toward an emergency buffer or long-term investment, creating a significant compound effect over time. To wrap up, tracking monthly expenses is one of the most impactful habits for achieving long-term financial wellness. Data is only useful if it leads to a change in behavior. We recommend a weekly review of the tracker to maintain accountability and setting specific category budgets to monitor monthly variances. By turning raw data into actionable financial decisions, we celebrate progress toward long-term goals. Remember, awareness is the first step to control. Thank you for following along with this professional report. Bye-bye.